Yes, of course. This is Dimbal Africa pre-match analysis, and of course, East Africa. It's almost 10 p.m. For those who are following in UK, United Kingdom, and of course, we have different Greenwich Meridian, that is GMT, and also those who are following from USA. It's I think in USA now is a early evening. And of course, remember this is pre-match analysis, and I'm going to analyze some of the matches that are going to be played this weekend. Remember that we have a big match whereby Manchester United will be entertaining Enzo Maresca's side, that is Chelsea at Old Trafford. That is a big match that we are going to witness this weekend. And this is after what we saw earlier, beginning of this week, whereby the Ballon d'Or was given to one of the Spanish midfield maestro, that is Rodri Hernandez. I am not alone here. I have Wes, and of course, Wes is one of the football fanatic, and he has been one of our guests here in most of the shows, as he has been giving us one of the top analysis when it comes to football. And of course, we have different leagues. We have Spanish La Liga that yesterday we saw, and also today we have also Spanish La Liga. We have Bundesliga. We have the Italian, that is Serie A. We also have the Kenya Premier League matches, and of course we have the Chan competition, whereby our team Harambee Stars has been playing in South Sudan, whereby it was defeated 2-0 by South Sudan, and we have our away match, and of course that is our own match, whereby we're going to play at Nabole Stadium in Uganda. We don't have stadiums. We are struggling. We don't have stadiums. That is why we are playing away at Uganda, and we are giving all the profits to Uganda government. That is Museveni. We don't have stadiums. A question that we are asking here: what do you think we are going to do so that we can have all these solutions solved? Because we don't have stadiums in this country. Kasarani is still there. We have AFCON bid 2027. We also have this bid whereby Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, they are going to have the AFCON 2027. Kenya, of course, since 2019, they have not featured into AFCON, and we are still struggling on featuring into the AFCON qualifiers and also into those competitions. We saw what happened in Ivory Coast earlier this year, whereby Ivory Coast, those are the defending champions, they won and they were the best losers, and they went all through and won the AFCON this year. Also, our pink ladies, that is Harambee Starlets, they have been playing in Turkey, whereby the pink tournament was being held in Turkey, that is Uturuki, whereby the Beldino Demba side was defeated by Russia and the Chinese teams. But at the end of the day, they won against the Philippines for 1. That is just an overview of what we have here, and we are just previewing the matches. I want to give West his opening remarks, and of course, as he gives us his analysis. And of course, I just wanted to get some of opening remarks. Where is he tuning from, and his score prediction for Man United and Chelsea this weekend?
Uh, Thank you so very much, Bonnie. Thank you for having me here. It's The last week was actually the last week was a bit it was engaging, and I look forward to more discussions uh, as we proceed. So my name is
Alex, you
Wesley.
can give us your camera, please, kindly. Yeah,
My name
Well,
is
good
Wesley.
evening, Bonnie.
just open your camera. Okay, Wes, can you continue?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm tuned in from Nairobi, and I look forward to an engaging discussion. It will be a busy weekend. We have so much football coming in from Europe, across Europe, and even local football. And the last week was actually, it's been a busy week for us as football fans. We had the Carabao Cup midweek, we had the Ballon d'Or presentation, and uh, and And this week we have a big game. It's a match of a clash of clans, a clash of uh, pure rivalry football between Manchester and Chelsea. And you've even heard people saying this game it has to be it has to end in a police station. Either someone gets injured. Yeah, it will really be it will be a it will be a really I look forward to this match and I hope it won't let us down. I look forward to Man United winning. I mean, getting back to winning ways, and it will actually be a curtain raiser for the new coach coming in. And so yeah, thank you so much, Bonnie. I look forward to engaging with you more. Thanks.
Why is West saying that this will be a curtain raiser? They are underrating Enzo Maresca's side, and I'm waiting to see the full-time score. And of course, we have Alex here. Alex, you can give us your opening remarks here, and you give us your score prediction, whereby Chelsea will be playing against the Red Devils. Alex, are you there? Amepotea, amezama. So you know Wese, ukiangalia vile Kenya imekuwa ikicheza, tunaanza tu hapa hivi nchi yetu ya Kenya. Umekuwa ukiona Harambee Stars ikicheza, tulicheza dhidi ya Sudan tukapigwa, tena tunakuja kucheza na wao pale Uganda tutapigwa. Kocha amekuwa akitupatia kikosi ambaye ni Eugene Feracha, amekuwa akitupatia vikosi ambazo ukiangalia vile timu inacheza ni kama wachezaji wako serious. Hata ukiangalia our under 17, under 20 wanacheza vizuri kuliko ile first team. Makosa nilikuwa ninaona pale goalkeeper akifanya ule Patrick Matasi tukicheza katika AFCON qualifiers. Then unaweza sema tu unasema yani shida ni gani pale katika Harambee Stars? Hiyo ndio timu ambayo tunaweza jifunia kama Wakenya. Hiyo ndio timu ambayo ikicheza tutajua our national flag is being identified there. Shida ni gani katika Harambee Stars? Ni coach, ni wachezaji ama ni hali ya soka hapa nchini imekuwa chini sana?
Asante Boni. Pole sikuweza kuangalia the games we had over the international break because I was a bit busy. Alafu unajua ilikuwa weekday and considering it was on a weekday and I was a bit engaged so sikuona, but I was going through the comments on social media. We had people saying the posts and the reviews, post match and in match reviews. Nilikuwa nasikia watu wakisema it was more like individual blunders na pia kuna zile blunders za individual zile zenye unapata someone from the mid kucheza vizuri. The team is actually playing well. We're just waiting for them to like keep up with the flow. Saa zingine unapata we have a defender, uko na defender mzuri, uko na goalkeeper mzuri, lakini uko mbele wanaangusha game. Ama maybe uko na strikers wazuri, uko na midfielders wazuri, lakini hapo kwa defense wanakuangusha. So I think I heard people saying it was more like individual blunders and mistakes, but hopefully going forward and what is also happening in our local football is no motivation from fans. I'm very sure if tukipata chance ya kwenda kuwatch our game and see the players play, like we go to a fully packed stadium to make sure kabisa to minimize the tickets and go and cheer our team, watapata moral na wataweza kuperform vizuri. So I really look forward to a better Kenya because it's our country either way. So we really need our team to step up to make sure that they are also performing internationally. So yeah, yes, Bonnie, thanks.
Anasema we need to be serious. Nikiangalia pale kwa comment section anaitwa Awesome anasema the selection is not based on merit. We have had this problem for decades. We have had this problem for years. Alex, and of course, I think you're back live. I want you to give us your opening remarks and your score prediction. Man United versus Chelsea, and also you give us your views about the Harambee Stars. Our Kenyan soccer team, Harambee Stars, has been struggling. They are playing like even Mashinani team can also play a better game than them. What do you think is the problem? Coach, players, or our football in this country is not up to standard?
So first of all, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity, Bonnie. And to my fellow panelists, Wes, I'm happy to see you. For my prediction for Sunday's game, Manchester United versus Chelsea, I reckon Chelsea to get the win. For I think Chelsea will break the 11-year curse. And I think this is the right moment. I go with the Chelsea 2-1. Reasons I think I will give later on as the show goes on. And the issue to do with the Kenya team, I'd say the fish rots from the head. So our sports issue starts from the top, from the CS of sports, Kipchumba Murkomen, or the previous one, Ababu Namwamba. So I've been saying, Bonnie, this thing. The last time we even lost to Cameroon, some people came out and said that in Kenyan football there is tribalism because the football team is full of Luos. Then I was looking at it and I'm saying that the coach Engin Firat is not a Luo. So Firat went with the best squad. That's the one which he selected. So and if you feel like the Luos are many in the national team, then we need to raise a lot of players from all regions, because trust me, Bonnie, if you go everywhere in the country, there's a lot of talent. I've played in Coast na Wakosto wanajua game, wameiva. Nimecheza Nyanza, Kisumu, wase wameiva. I've played many parts, hata Western, Nairobi, Ghetto, everywhere. I see a lot of talent from the people, but there is no scouting, there is no training. So that's why our football in a decline. There is even an athlete who went out there and won a gold medal, and then when he was being interviewed by the journalist, anaulizwa, and then she said she doesn't even have a coach. She just trains, then she wants to run, which shows that Bonnie, if we just invest our time, energy, and effort in our sport, then we can really go far. Thank you.
He's saying if we invest our time, but we have Murkomen who just took that position the other day. Why are you blaming Murkomen? And yet he took over from Ababu Namamba. And you saw how Ababu Namamba performed in that ministry. Actually, a lot of people were so broken when he was taken, that is, was dismissed from that position. He is the one who helped our junior talent to go up to FIFA World Cup, which is the first World Cup for Kenyan team to play. Why are you underrating Kipchumba, and yet still he has not have enough time to work for this Ministry for Sports?
No, I am not underrating Kipchumba. I'm just saying that our football problems, Bonnie, starts from the top. You see, and our CSs have to be held to accountability. As much as Bonnie, you can sit here and speak about who is this guy Ababu Namwamba taking the junior starlets to the World Cup. That I still feel like, Bonnie, that's we can do more. I think that's settling for less. As a country, born in terms of sports, speaking as someone who has seen sports all over the country, we can do more. That's why I'm pushing for us to do more, because we want to see ourselves far ahead. In the previous World Cup qualifiers for 2022, Uganda almost qualified for the World Cup. They were just knocked out by Tunisia, which shows the level which Ugandans are willing to go. So that's what I'm also pushing for us to reach there. Ile point yenye tunatolewa na Egypt ndio tukose kuenda World Cup. That's why I have to set the bar so high for Kipchumba ndio atufikishe hapo, because there are videos on the internet of him saying by the end of this year Nyayo itakuwa imemalizwa. So if Nyayo is done by the end of this year, I have to give him his flowers. If it's not, we have to keep him on check, because we want the best for our sports.
You're saying that if we have stadiums, then we are going to be in a good position. Our counties, that is, I also say that our counties are also another very serious problem. They only invest resources in other things instead of sport. I think the major thing, as the comment section there says, we have a problem with sports ministry. Like our county government and also the main government, they don't, central government, county government, they don't consider sports as one of the key things. And we also heard the junior starlets saying that when they went there for the Dominican Republic, where they were playing against Korea, Mexico, England, they said that the experience there was one of the best because the players there were telling them at the age of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, they have already started training. They have already discovered where they're playing. But now in our country, you go to high school, you go to primary school, you go to high school, that is where you're going to meet and then make a team. I think we should be serious. You know, we don't have these stadiums, we don't have even support from the government. There's Division 1, Division 2, a lot of things. You see players struggling, they don't have even those balls. A lot of things cut across sports. But the energy they put into the athletics, then if they do this to football and soccer, then we are going to be back. You see, when we always have problems with the FKF, that is the Football Kenya Federation, that is where we are going to mess with our football in this country because the FKF is where we have the president. The president is the one who directly communicates with the president of the central government and together with the CS for sports. So now we have been having Nick Mwendo, who has never played football. He has been there, but still, even the deputy, she has never been involved in football. Still, we are having this election in December 7th this year. We have some of the delegates who were having that presidential debate at Catholic University of East Africa. We have Simanyula, Hussein Mohammed. We have Nick Mwendo still is in the race. We have Toto. Oh no, we have a lot of. We have Sam Nyamweya who really stepped down, and we're asking who is the best candidate for the FKF. West, who do you think is the best candidate for this federation?
Uh, I think and I believe everyone is right for the job as long as you show you can do it. And from my experience from the local football, I think uh, just a minute. From my experience from the local football, I think Wendwa really did a bad job in making sure that we raise the bar as a country because FKF we've had it's very political. Some other time it should actually be like a federation to assist our Kenyan youth in embracing their talents and letting our players enjoy the benefits of being a footballer in the country. But then we understand we had so many political issues. The federation was actually marred by embezzlement of funds, of which that wasn't really uh, a good thing, and it spoiled everything that the Kenya was trying to build in regards to the foot in regards to football. And so I think the candidates that I actually saw I was trying to go through the list of candidates, and I think I can't really make a comment now because I haven't really fact checked every one of them in the list. But I think there's this guy, the Somali guy. Who is his name again, Bonnie?
The guy who is vying for presidential seat,
Yeah. Who's I think whose running mate is
Hussein Mohammed,
Hussein,
akiwa na Mariga.
Yeah, na Mariga. Yeah, nilikuwa naona their manifesto was actually a good one. They had like a good plan. It was a well laid. Walikuwa wameset out vizuri, and I really hope wakishinda watafanya as per the manifesto. I think it's really been a game of enticing us during campaigns, alafu wakiingia kwa ofisi wafanye kazi. So I really hope they play as per the manifesto, and on my side I'm supporting them, the team, and I hope watatusaidia sisi kama Wakenya because I think it's possible. Easy rocket science. Once you set out the plan correct na ufuatilie vizuri, because I know Kenya we actually have money. We can fund ourselves. We can fund our sports, and with the help from the national government, that is under the ministry, anything that comes from the ministry ikitumika vizuri, the money, the resources, even the training out people, doing scouting, we will we will improve our football fraternity. Thanks.
Yes, you think that we get serious with the sports, we have a lot of money, then we are going to have development and improvement in our sports industry generally. And also, I'm saying that the sports facilities are not a priority in Kenya. Of course, we know that because if it was a priority, then we could be having a stadium like Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Tanzania and also Nabole Stadium in Uganda. We don't have any stadium. We are struggling, and yet we are going to host AFCON 2027. Where will Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, the likes of Frank Casey, the likes of Simon Adigra will be? Where will these guys live? Where are they going to train if we don't have even a stadium for opening match? Alex, who do you think is the best personnel for this FKF president?
Um, I also go with the candidate of West and Bonnie. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Alan Wanga in the race?
No, Alan Wanga is not in the race. We have Hussein Mohamed. We have that is Toto. We have Samuel Wino Kempes, who is the former Gor Mahia player and also Rambe Stars. We have Nick Mwendo, that is our deputy, that is Vetra. And also we have Viameni. We have Barry Otieno, still he is in the race.
Okay, so for me, Bonnie, truthfully speaking, I'll go with Hussein Mohammed. If I check his track record, I see a guy who is passionate about the sport, and I also think Hussein Mohammed will deliver, and I think he will be the first FKF president to deliver. Nick Mwendo Nick Mwendo has been in office for the longest time ever, Bonnie. I think he took in office from 2013, if I'm not wrong, 2013, 14 there. And up to today, Bonnie, there is nothing that I can tell you that it's substantial that I can say that I have to give Nick Mwendo his flowers. I haven't seen anything, Bonnie, that I can say that Nick Mwendo did. Nick Mondo is just an extended version of the previous president, Sam Nyamoya. Nyamoya was there for the longest time. Where did our soccer go? What happened? And the money was being allocated. There were no talent developments. The national team was very poor. So there are a lot of issues to raise. But with Hussein Mohamed Boni, I see change. I see us going a very different direction in terms of sports. We won't see rapid change, but at least we'll plant the seed of having sports being taken serious. And if Kipchumba does his job well, Boni, our sports will be revived in this country.
If Kipchumba is going to perform in this ministry, then we are going to have improvement in our sports docket. Wes, who do you think is the best coach for Arambe Stars? We have these foreign coaches. We have been having Eugene Ferrati for long. Who do you think is the best person for Arambe Stars? Because personally, I think the major problem that we have is not having trust with our Kenyan coaches. We have a lot of trained coaches who have this experience. Some coaches have those awards for coach A, B, C, and still we are getting foreign coaches. Does it mean that we are still colonized? Or who do you think is the best person for our Rambe Stars? Because personally, these foreign coaches, they don't do me good.
In my opinion, I think a good coach is someone who knows how to do the scouting and prepare a squad and come up with a tactical analysis. And whether it's a local coach or an international coach, anyone can fit for this position. And I understand probably as a foreigner, you can come into a country and fail to fit into the system because, of course, apart from the external factors, you also have internal factors, probably the environment, your relationship with new players, probably even the communication barrier. Because of course you can't compare the resources he'll be receiving in Kenya and the ones he ought to receive from where he came from. But I think a local coach will actually be a good one because we've seen what good coaches from our local football clubs are doing, and if given them a chance to present us internationally, they can prove a point. They can nurture our talents by reading the game actually, because I think football is actually a game of how best do you know your opponent and how best can you handle pressure. So if you have a local coach who can be able to read tactics of another team, be able to nurture each and every player from each and every position, because it's all about training really. If on my side, if I can play a left wing, if I can play left wing very well, if I can get a good coach who can train me very well. Actually, the training usually comes when practically on my side I have a talent, but then again I have to read what my opponent does so that I can beat him. So if you have a local coach who can do that and be robust, make sure that every other day the best I can do is train, because I think us as Kenyans really and our local and our sportsmen, we lack motivation because if you compare in terms of remuneration really, because you might think what can make a player lose focus is the type of remuneration he gets. You can imagine you wake up every day in the morning, go to training. You're supposed to be like a full-time footballer. Suppose football should be your career, but then you find that whatever you receive monthly as monthly dividends, as monthly wages, isn't really enough to like uh fund your public figure, fund yourself personally, and become financially stable. So I think if first thing first, if you have a coach who can train our local football as well, either local or international, I'll go for that coach. If you have a coach who is tactically good for the game, I'll go for that coach. Either local or international. Me on my side, anyone can fit for the job as long as he can show that as long as he can show that he's fit for the job. And yeah, Bonnie, I'll go. For my opinion, I'll go for a coach, either local or international, as long as he can deliver.
Yeah, Wes is saying that he will go for coach, whether local or international, so long as he can deliver in our Harambee Stars. Kenya is full of talent, but our politicians have put their effort on corruption to fill their pocket. Imagine the former
Yes,
DP spent 200 million in case he knew he was gonna lose. We have a problem. And
Bonnie.
here we are not talking about Gashagwa. I know I was some. You are so happy because Gashagwa is already at home. He has even posted a picture enjoying with with his family. But we say at the end of the day, make sure you have a close relationship with your family, because when things go astray, you go home to your wife and to your kids. That is just a moral lesson that we always learn. That in Kenya, there is no one who cares. It's only your father, mother, wife, and kids. That is more about our Harambee Stars. We wish them all the best as they have a return match against Uganda. That is South Sudan, sorry, in Nambole Stadiums, Uganda. We also
Bonnie.
have this week we saw what happened in the Paris, whereby unexpectedly things happened with different dimension, whereby Vini, who was expected to win the Ballon d'Or, he was not given the Ballon d'Or. Why? Reason known by the journalist who voted for the Ballon d'Or winner. And Botmati is she's still the one who is having it for the second time. Alex, who do you think was the best person best player in this case to win the Ballon d'Or and why?
First of all, Bonnie, let me take you Yuma Kidogo. I didn't get the thing when West said he's okay with a local or international coach. Because what do you mean by international? International tulete hivi kama Pochettino ama international ni kama nini inaitwaje? Kina Zinedine Zidane, hapo ndio sijaelewa. So hiyo maybe itakuwa clarified because sikushika hapo international. And hiyo issue ya Ballon d'Or, um, I think Bonnie Apple there is a dilemma on that Ballon d'Or thing. For me, I look at it this way. The in terms of the criteria they were using to determine who won the Ballon d'Or, it changed. They from 2021 or 2022, not sure. They said they are going as per the calendar year, the player who performed well the calendar year. When they say the calendar year, it means all the games. So club football and international football. So if we look at club football, Vini Jr. edges it over Rodri. The Champions League, he won the Champions League, he won the La Liga, and he was also crucial for Real Madrid because he scored a lot of goals. He also scored in the final because he's a big game player, no disputing that. And also in the league, Vini Jr. was also crucial for Real Madrid, winning the La Liga. There is a but there. If we go at international football, if we look at Brazil in the Copa America, Brazil was nowhere to be seen. And where was Vini Jr. during the Copa America? He went missing in action. Brazil did not do well. And on the other side, for Rodri was key for Manchester City winning the Premier League against Arsenal. And we know how the Premier League is very difficult. We saw it went till the end of the season with the last match day to determine who won. So Rodri was key for Manchester City winning the Premier League. And if we go to international football, Rodri was also key for Spain winning the Euro. That's why he even clinched the player of the tournament. So, if we are to look at both sides, the club football and international football, Rodri is going to edge it. But if you look at club football only, Vinicius Junior is going to edge it a bit. So if we are to be look at it overall and be objective, um, in 2021, I think so, or yeah, I think 2021, Messi went and played the Copa America and he won the Ballon d'Or. So why is it wrong if Rodri goes and plays the Euro, then wins the Ballon d'Or? So for me, I second that thing of Rodri winning, though I feel like it's very difficult for black players to win that Ballon d'Or because we know very well Bonnie, those people, white people, hawatupendangi, hawapendi rangi yetu, so they might do anything to try and make sure no black people cannot be winning the player of the season, the Ballon d'Or. So that's my take.
Alex is saying that black people, they are not there to win the Ballon d'Or. Europe, I will say European countries are the center of the racism. Yet they claim there is no room for racism. But I think this
True.
is the high time that Vinicius would have been given this trophy. And again, they used Didier Drogba and Weah in that quorum so that they can cover up racism. Because Vini was the best candidate to win this. Although Rodri, for club and international competition, he gave a very good performance. Wes, who is your preferred candidate this year for the Ballon d'Or?
And
Yes, Rodri
sauti yako
for
iko
me
chini
because
West,
Usiseme Messi, usiseme Messi.
sauti yako iko chini West.
for me the best candidate to win was Rodri, and he deservedly won it because I was actually going through the criteria they were using, yeah, and the first one was individual performance. If you compare what actually Rodri did last season, City, he was a good midfielder. I mean, overall, very well played. We we saw him delivering very well as a holding mid. Imagine if you can bang goals as a holding mid, if you can bring pressure from an opponent. You saw that goal against Bayern Munich. Was it this season? Yeah, really is a good player, and he scored a couple of goals even in the Premier League. He assisted City. And of course, in Euros, he was very clinical again. And another thing is also team performance. He won the league, the Premier League, and Euros. So he was also a good player. And the last one, which I feel like failed Vinicius Junior, is fair play. Yeah, it was called class and fair play. Rodri didn't really have so much drama. He was just playing football and going home. For Vinicius Junior, he lacked discipline. I had people say, and I saw for a fact because I used to watch Real Madrid games and especially the Champions League. He lacked discipline. He wasn't really a good player on the pitch. Yeah, he's actually a good player. He's got talent. He's got bad skills. He knows how to showboat and everything. But then, how you present yourself to the people. I mean, sometimes you can really be a good guy. You can really be, yeah, I mean, you can really be a very talented guy. But are you a good person really? I mean, some things goes above and beyond playing football, like being a good guy. But Vini lacked everything. You even saw the clips. You even saw the clips how he was harassing Kimmich, how he was harassing that player from RB Leipzig, and you even saw how he was presenting himself to the Valencia fans. You even saw how he was presenting himself to the Barca, to the Barcelona squad, and even Rafinha, his fellow Brazilian. And it didn't really make sense. And the funny thing about Ballon d'Or is journalists are the ones voting, and journalists are actually the one there when you're playing football. Yeah, they know you know how to play football, but bro, how can you present yourself to the world? I mean, we are supposed to. I know you can score that goal, but how do you celebrate? Do you celebrate because you scored, or you celebrate so that you can make the opponent feel a bit attacked or something like that? So as I think Rodri deservedly won the Ballon d'Or. Vini has a chance next year by the to prove himself. And whatever Real Madrid did to not attend the event, the ceremony, it was unjustified. It was very uncalled for, very, very unprofessional from such a club with history and class. I wasn't expecting Real to dig deeper like that. For me, I actually hate Real so much, and after what happened on Monday, I now hate them. Or was it on Monday though? I now hate them. And the little love that I had for them, it gone, bro, gone. So what happened on that day? How can you postpone an international ceremony like that? I mean, you're supposed to set an example for small teams across Europe. Imagine a team. Imagine a team like imagine a team like you can take an example in Spain. Imagine a team like Malaga or Real Madrid
Maloka.
B, Maloka, even Malaga. There's a team called Malaga, Celia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine a team like Malaga or probably maybe like Real Madrid B, looking, looking. Real Madrid should be setting an example for such teams. But then doing that thing, it wasn't really called for, and I didn't like that. So on my side, Rodri alishinda vizuri, deservedly so, and next year I hope Vini atashinda by the because he deserved it pia naye, but abadilike tu kidogo, discipline wise to change. If he does that, he will keep scoring goals because he's already proven himself the best player this season again. Amekuwa akifunga, so he's a good player. So hopefully next year atashinda. And I don't think you can even discuss racism in Ballon d'Or. Hatufai boni because I think sikina wea walishinda akina Ronaldinho walishindanga and akina when it comes to Ballon d'Or watu wanasemanga ni wizi kabisa ati kuna zenye Messi hakufaa kushinda. Some other time I think you look at individual brilliance more than what people think social media watu wanafikirianga tu Lewandowski alifaa kushinda 2019 ama Virgil alifaa kushinda 2019 ama 2020. Yeah, hivyo. So but then at the end of the day it's journalists who vote. Hao ndo wanakuwaka kwa pitch watu wakicheza. They know they know very well. So yeah, Bonnie, thank you. And Rodri alideserve you.
Wes anasema Rodri alideserve hiyo Ballon d'Or. Lakini pia mimi naweza sema kwamba Real Madrid ambayo ni klabu ambayo inaingwa na vilabu zile ziko pale chini, kukosa kuenda pale katika hiyo ceremony haikuwa jambo zuri, maana ukiangalia ilikuwa ni best club of the season. Wachezaji most of players top 30 came from Real Madrid. So what if they could have, they said that someone leaked the information that Vini is not going to win the Ballon d'Or. And it's like they had this in mindset that this is the time that Vinicius Jr. is going to be the Ballon d'Or winner. Who revealed the information? And what if Simon Weah, that is Timothy Weah, could pronounce or he could announce Vinicius Jr. as the Ballon d'Or winner while they missed to attend the ceremony? What could happen? That is the question that I was asking myself. What could happen if Vini could be announced as the winner of the Ballon d'Or? Alex?
Pardon the question.
Kidogo Boni, just for clarification, Alex alikuwa ameniuliza if I meant what I meant when I said international. I was actually supposed to say a foreign coach. Just any foreign coach, not born locally, just a foreign coach who can deliver well. If it happens we get a coach like Zinedine, why? It's only that we can't afford him. But I think I meant foreign. I meant foreign. Sorry.
Zinedine will buy the entire country.
So
we have to borrow another loan so we can afford him.
Okay, so Bonnie, please pardon the question.
The question?
Bonnie, please. Yes, pardon.
I'm asking, what do you think? What would you think will happen if Real Madrid could be that? What do you think would have happened if Vini Jr. could have been pronounced as the winner, yet they failed to attend the ceremony? The entire team and the club.
If it happened so, then Real Madrid would have made a fool out of themselves. But I think Bonnie, with this Ballon d'Or, there are leakages. If you saw them, in the previous years, there have been these rumors that were leaking of the winner being decided even before we hear the name being mentioned. In the previous years, the last time Messi won, there were also those rumors on the internet of Messi winning it. So I think, Bonnie, these things it's like people already know even before they happen. So even before the ceremony, when I saw Vini Jr. boycotted and Real Madrid boycotted, I knew Rodri was going to clinch it. There was a time Messi, after winning the World Cup, it was the two people who were going for it were Messi and Haaland. Before even Bonnie they mentioned it, rumors were already on the internet. Even Fabrizio Romano was breaking it that Messi is going to win the Ballon d'Or, and then it happened. So I think this thing, Bonnie, there is with the Ballon d'Or, there is no mystery. People already know. So Real Madrid, those people were very aware of what is going to happen. So even when they boycotted the ceremony, they knew Vini wasn't going to win it, and it didn't go down well with them because they felt Vini deserved it. So I believe this Ballon d'Or has to also improve on the secrecy. Let it be a mystery. Let until we hear the name being mentioned, then we know who has clinched it. Because even you, Bonnie, ukisikia Vini amejitoa, automatically you will know he's not going to win it.
Yes, that is all about the Ballon d'Or. And of course, we had the Carabao Cup, whereby Manchester United won 5-2 against Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy first game 5 goals. That was a big thrash. He thrashed Steve Cooper's side. Wes, what is your way about that game as a Man United fan?
I was really happy. I was really happy on Tuesday. Was it on Wednesday? Because the little wins that matter. This season we haven't really seen such wins, and very little that.
But you guys won 5. You won 7-0 against Barnsley.
Yeah, I think after that we haven't won a game apart from the one for against Brentford over last the other weekend. So I was really happy seeing the team get back to winning ways after a really slow start to the campaign. And Ruud, he didn't really do much. It means that because I think Ten Hag was sacked, and then 2 days later we have a game to play. So for Ruud didn't really do much. There's no proper coaching he did. So on my side, I think players are the ones who are always at fault. I mean they are the ones who don't give it all to the team. And after that game against Leicester, although Leicester played like the team was actually a team B because we didn't see the likes of Vardy, we didn't see Ndidi, we didn't see their first choice goalkeeper. So I was for my side I was expecting a win for United, but no such. I mean not by a huge margin like that. So on my side I think after that game, on my very honest assessment, if United players can turn up like that, and if we have like the 12th man, the Old Trafford was buzzing that day, we can be able to deliver and achieve. And we can see the qualities of Casemiro, we can see the qualities of Ugarte because he played really well that day. And if they keep up the psyche, if they become consistent, if they show up, if they play for the badge, we can be able to bang more goals and get better as the season goes by. And on my, I've even said on my WhatsApp status, I have no hope left in me. So if the new coach doesn't perform, me, I'm done with football for real, for sure. Because there's no way. Is it 10 years? You have almost 10 coaches. So if the new coach fails to perform, me and coming to discuss football with Bonnie, itaisha. Yeah.
Now you are becoming old. Unazeeka wewe. Unazeeka
I've been
sasa.
there, and
Sema unataka kuoa. Unataka kuoa.
we've actually seen good coaches coming to the club. Tumona the likes of Van Gaal, the likes of Mourinho, the likes of even Ten Hag was a very very good coach. Even Ole Gunnar ali prove himself he was a good coach. Even Ule Jama wa Gen pressing, he really was a good coach because you've seen what he's doing in Austria. So I think if you don't utilize the resources and the skills that this new coach has, we will be doomed for sure. Mi nitajua Manchester tumeisha kabisa. And I really wish, I really pray and hope that this season akikuja your 11th, I think I heard he will be commencing officially on
11th of November.
11th, yeah. So I really hope it clicks for him. And if the best you can do, because we already have probably maybe the league pekee ndo tunaona nika imeenda, but I think we have a chance in the Carabao Cup, we have a chance in the FA Cup. We also have a little hope in the Europa League. So I think akikuja tu step up kidogo, some mending up and comment inside na inside tutakuwa sawa. Yeah, Boni.
Lakini nafikiria Manchester United pale Old Trafford ni kama kuna vitu ule Alex Ferguson aliacha pale. Alex, unafikiria kuna mashetani ambayo yule kocha wa zamani ambaye ni mzee asa Alex Ferguson aliacha pale? Maana mimi ukiniuliza wakati wa Alex Ferguson nilikuwa naangalia akina Rooney, akina Antonio Valencia, akina Paul Scholes, akina Ryan Giggs. Pale yani ulikuwa unaguzwa mpira mpaka yenyewe ukipatana maani unataka kukimbia. Lakini siku hizi hata maani inacheza mpaka inafika kwa box na hakuna kitu inafanya. Kama unategemea Ganacho ama unafikiria maani iko na vitu ziliacho pale Old Trafford?
What I can say, Bonnie, is I think eras come to an end. The way you see when Tenag took office, he was asked about Klopp and Guardiola, and he said something. He said they are playing well, but all eras come to an end. So I think that's the issue with United is they had a very good spell under Alex Ferguson, and they dominated. They played well, but unfortunately, that era came to an end. And after Ferguson left Bonnie, they haven't found their footing. And what I can say is, they have to go the long way, the way Arsenal have gone. Yeah, they have stuck with one manager. They have backed him, implement his style of play. Even if it takes long, um, it will come good. And then it comes good, it will be there for a long time. You see, like right now, Bonnie, Mimi, I'm a Chelsea fan. I can make fun of Arsenal anyhow. Niseme Ateta amekuwa hapo for many years. They are not winning. They are not winning the trophies. They're just finishing second. But if I'm looking at it objectively in the long run, is going to disturb us in the Premier League because he is young. He has a young team. His style is implemented, and they just keep getting better and better and better. So I think that's the way United should go. But you see, United ever since Ferguson left, they just created a culture of buying all the big names in the footballing world and bringing the best managers and just spending money anyhowly, thinking it's the solution to football. And it's not just about the money; it's also about the style of play, the system. You remember, like 2 years ago, Cristiano Ronaldo was ridiculing Manchester United after he went. He said that the players were not training well. He only said he only saw people like Diego Dalot and Bruno Fernandes showing a lot of passion and commitment to train as much as harder to try and be fit to go out there and play the games. So I believe United need to be patient. They need to start getting the right players, and when they get the right players, Bonnie, they have to give a manager a chance. Ruben Amorim has come in, very brilliant manager from Sporting. I think this season he hasn't lost a game or he has lost one or two. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bonnie. So Ruben Amorim is a good manager. He is still very young in football, but there's a bright prospect we are seeing from him. So hopefully they can give him time to try and implement his style of football. But if they don't, there's a very big chance he might flop. Though I reckon after coming this season, he might have a manager bounce whereby he goes on a spring of winning a run of matches and United picking form. But eventually, there will be some nervy moments. So it's up to United to see whether they will stick with him. Because right now, this thing of changing managers every time now and then and changing management, it's not helping them anyhow.
That is Alex anasema wao Manchester United kubadilisha badilisha coach katika Old Trafford ni jambo ambalo linawasumbua sana. Prediction yako katika mechi ya weekend ni gani? West full time score Chelsea versus Man United.
I'll go for Manchester United. Sina choice anyway.
Why? Why are you
Tunashinda.
going for Manchester?
Tunashinda. I know Chelsea is a
Na
good team
unajua
this
Chelsea
season.
kuna vijana wazuri.
Yeah. Chelsea
Wogopi Palmer.
inacheza game vizuri, but I think we have a chance considering what happened in your game against Crystal Palace. You lost points. Alafu pia game yenu na Nottingham Forest you lost points. And I can really say Chelsea they usually win, lakini pia they usually concede goals. So on our side, we'll score a goal, and I hope it's a winning goal. So I'll go for Man U win by 2-1. The opposite of what Alex said.
Alex, prediction yako?
Mimi, I go for Chelsea 2-1. Reason being Boni, first of all, defense yetu ni mbaya Boni. Kweli si kweli. We have very bad defense, and Maresca wants us to play from the back. Even in when we're in under a lot of pressure, Boni, even in tight situations, and we have seen Robert Sanchez is not the best playing from the back. And United they will be pressing us. So we have an issue with defending. We concede, and so that's the reason why I feel like United will score, and also they're at home, so they wanaweza kuwa na manager bounce ile yenye waamue tu kutusumbua sumbua, though I believe Chelsea will score because going forward, Boni, we are, I think, if not the best, one of the best sides in the league going forward in the attacking, from Palmer to Jackson to I hope Mudrik plays is in good form. So Nikiway us going forward, and Jackson is in good form. Kunku can come off the bench and do something. Joao Felix is good. Pedro Neto is okay, and we also know none is going to trouble them on the left side. So I reckon Chelsea to break the 11-year curse 2-1.
Chelsea itashinda mchuano ambapo watakuwa na paruzana na Manchester United. Hey, prediction yangu sina maoni. Mimi kama shabiki wa Chelsea sina maoni. Maana najua vizuri tukipatana na Manchester United, hiyo siku ndio Man U inaamka. Hapo ndio unajua Manchester ni nani. Yaani nakwambia zile pasi zitakuwa zinaguzwa pale. Zitakuwa zimeenda shule. Mimi najua sina maoni. Najua vizuri hiyo game itakuwa ngumu sana. Itakuwa ngumu sana.
But unajua Boni, this time they are up
Utapata
against
Hojland
Enzo
anafunga bao
Maresca.
mbili ushangae. Huyu jamaa alikuwa wapi season mzima?
Mimi nitafuata live score, sitaona game kaa hiyo. Najua hiyo game siwezi ona.
You know this time Boni ni Maresca.
Hakuna. Wewe
Hakuna.
hujakupatana na wewe hujaona Man U tukicheza na hao game ya sijui ilikuwa ya Carabao, ilikuwa ya FA.
Mwaka gani?
Juzi tu, ilikuwa sijui ilikuwa lini. Ilikuwa
Because
juzi.
nakumbuka the last game Palmer alituokoa. Hiyo ilikuwa game
hiyo
of
bao
the
ya
season.
Palmer. Hiyo bao ya Palmer yenye alipigia Onana ilikuwa rahisi, lakini Man U ilitupeleka.
Ndio kasi Palmer tulikuwa tumeenda.
Man U ilitupeleka sana.
Saa
hii striker mgani mwenye saa hii West ni striker mgani mwenye anasumbua? Unajua tumezoea ma striker wazuri akina Van Persie, akina Serge, kuna Aguero, akina Luis Suarez pale ligi kuu nchini Uingereza. Sasa ni striker mgani mwenye anatamba pale katika IPL?
Sahi ni Haaland. I think kila msee ataendea Haaland because he's a clinical striker. Saa zingine ana lacking hiyo consistency. Unapata ni player unaweza msoma vizuri. Saa zingine hata kama juzi
akipatana na Rudiger anazimwa. Akipatana na Saliba analala.
Kweli. So hata inamaanisha ni kama our football yetu ili fall for sure because there's no way our generational striker this moment be Haaland. During and in our prime tulikuwa na kina Suarez walikuwa wanatesa vibaya sana. Unakumbuka during the times of akina Torres na Van Persie,
Fernando Torres,
ulikuwa unapata sasa hivi venye Man U inaenda kucheza na Chelsea, unapata our striker huko mbele ni Van Persie na wa Chelsea ni nani? Alikuwa was it Torres hiyo time?
Drogba, umekuwa na Anelka.
Alikuwa hiyo time, kuna time tulikuwa na Drogba, tukakuja tukapata Diego Costa.
Akina Costa hapo. So you can imagine at this weekend we are going, our forward ni Hojland na on your side ni Jackson.
Though Jackson akopoa. Jackson
the funny thing is utapata Jackson walimbai na pesa mingi kuliko pesa nyoli. I mean ime fall off. Football ili fall off.
And Boni, mbona tujiongelea Arsenal na Newcastle?
Tunaangazia kwanza hizo ma striker wenye walikuwa wanatambaa sana pale katika ligi kuu. Unajua nikiangalia ligi saa hii na vile nilikuwa naiona pale 2007, 2008, 2010, saa hii ni kama ligi imebadilika sana. Yaani 2012 kulikuwa na ligi, siku hizi hakuna ligi. Vitu ni watu wako pale wanasumbuana. Hakuna goalkeeper tu kwa EPL, hatuna goalkeeper. Kuna time tulikuwa tunaangalia Peter Cheke akishika hivi akina Edwin van der Sar. Alafu kuna huyu goalkeeper alikuwa Man City alikuwa anaitwa Joe Hart. Kulikuwa na magolikipa wazuri sana. Arsenal ilikuwa na Fabianski akiwa prime age. Sasa siku hizi hakuna wachezaji. Ligi ni kama imeisha. Tuhamie Saudi Arabia.
Saudi huko si ni pesa tu.
Boni.
Sema wewe.
Nakumbuka tukiwa high school tulikuwa tunachezanga fantasy football kwa computer lab ya shule. So I can imagine the points nilikuwa napatanga points hiyo time na zile napatanga this time enyewe hatuko, because I can imagine when ulikuwa unapanga squad unapata striker wako huko mbele ni Torres mazee anafunga hat-trick,
lazima afunge.
Unashangaa ulikuwa unapata points lakini sasa unapata unaweka Haaland hata triple captain, hata anapotea game nzima, anakuja na points 2 na ni triple captain. So if you compare our football like 10 years ago na sasa ili fall off for sure, because hata sasa hakuna saa zingine anajiambianga ama anakuwa mzee, ama sijui ni kuwa mzee juu hata sina sake ya ball tena, sika kitambo nilikuwa na watch game zote kabisa. Hata you can imagine nikiwa high school ulikuwa unapata kuna a midweek clash maybe between Man U na team kubwa ka Real, but sasa juu kwa high school hauna access ya TV, but sasa mna sneak out of school kwenda kuwatch your game kwa local. But sasa hakuna, hata sasa kunapata hata kuna ka juzi, imagine my first time actually missing a game. Juzi game Man U kicheza na Leicester, niliwatch first half pekee na nikalala. For the first time it's happening, and I think sijika ni uzee ama passion ilipotea. So you can't really compare. I mean it's very very clear. Kitambo ball ilikuwa safi, hii ya siku hizi tu ni pesa tu imetawala, pesa tu imetawala kila mahali. Was even the new UCL format, like I said last time, I think they actually they didn't really the new format didn't really what can I say, for the new format they focus majorly on the commercial side, and sisi kama mafansi ndio tunaumia. The old format ilikuwa na drama, na hiyo drama ndio tunataka. The away goal rule, the home and away rule, the round of 16, round of 8, semis na finals, hiyo ndio sisi kama mafan tunataka. But sasa hii ni ligi, we have the league already, tuko na EPL, I mean tuko na EPL, tuko na La Liga. But sasa and najua they needed like to get as big games as possible. Walikuwa nataka ile yenye unapata Real imepatana na Bayern wiki next week, Bayern kwa kitu kayo. But imagine Real na ulikuwa unapata Real na Bayern inapatana, ikipatana in a stage ka semi za quarters, ndo inakaa more enjoyable kuliko venye inapatana za group stage. You can imagine if like this game between Barca and Bayern, if it was a semi-final game, you can just imagine that. Alafu ikuwe ni Barca imewin 4-1 home, alafu wanafaa kuenda away kwa Bayern. You can just imagine the pressure that is there, the excitement, the psyche, unajua tu Bayern lazima itakam back. But hiyo psyche hakuna. So I think UEFA na FIFA mazee siku hizi wamefocus na pesa sana, mpaka si mafan tunaumia, hata hapa shina game hakuna tena. Hivyo tu boniko. Alafu imagine tuko game week 10 pekee kwa ligi, and already tuko na international break 2 tushaenda. I mean we've already gone for 2 international breaks. You can just imagine that, man. It's ridiculous. It's beyond sense. So I don't, man, me futa they better change ama itani change.
Wameharibu kabisa soka. Wameharibu wazungu, wameharibu soka kabisa. Sasa vile walileta hizi group 1, group A, group C, sijui. Hapo sasa waliharibu kila kitu ya Champions League. Hakuna utamu wake. Utamu wake ilikuwa ni mafans nyumbani. Tunakuja kuwatandika hapo. Tunaenda kwenu kama ni San Siro, mnatutandika San Siro. Tunarudi Anfield tunawatandika. Lakini sasa mkipatana sijui Liverpool, Imecheza sijui huko Copenhagen, sijui inaenda kucheza sijui ni wapi. Sasa hiyo wameharibu kila kitu by the way, hakuna hata uondo kamili pale katika EPL na hiyo Champions League. Wamefocus sana vile wanasema wana market na hiyo commercial sana. Hawako serious na mafans. Of course, Alex ulikuwa na kitu ya kusema kuhusu Arsenal. Najua Arsenal tunajua vizuri tu wana curtain raise hivi watakuja kupoteza kila kitu.
Oh, as I was saying, Bonnie, tomorrow they are playing 3:30 against Newcastle, and they have been complaining so much about the issue with injuries. So you see, Bonnie, last season, Bonnie, if you check the stats, Chelsea had the most injuries in the season. We had 43 injuries in like all competitions. But when we complained to Kona injuries, they said hizo ni excuse oh, ni excuse oh, ni excuse. So this season wamepatwa na two injuries kidogo. Now they have also started complaining, saying the issues we raised last season. They are saying we have issues with our defense. Even they complained, they said the goal which Salah scored against Nini against them, they said the issue was Gabriel alitoka na Timber akatoka. That's why Salah was able to score. So mi naweza sema ni this season I reckon they will do what they did last season. They will push City to the end. But for tomorrow, I think I don't know whether they are at home or away, but I don't think Newcastle are tough enough to get a point out of them. So I reckon tomorrow they will get a fluke victory, a bahati, because they can defend well. So I also go for a 2-1 Arsenal because Newcastle they will concede, and Arsenal have a very good defense. I don't know whether Gabriel will be back for the game. I don't think also Calafiori will be back. I don't think also Odegaard is back. But I believe they will get a victory against Newcastle.
That is Arsenal, and of course, you know they are going to hype the Premier League, and at the end of the day, they lose. But they have one of the best defenders in the whole world now. They have one of the best centre back. Wes, do you believe that Saliba is one of the best centre backs we have in the Premier League?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really rate that guy because the way he plays, the way he reads the game, the way he moves around. Akoto Sawa is a really good player, a definition of a complete defender. Because I think, considering he's an Arsenal player, of course atapata scrutiny mingi sana. Because you can be performing well like that, like in akona trophies. And so, on my side, I think Saliba is a good defender. Some other time though has step up ajai step up vizuri when playing for France. Sijui ni hapati game time vizuri, but because we've seen people comparing him with Konate, and Konate has actually been a good defender for Liverpool. But Saliba pia ana step up for club. When Arsenal lost Saliba, lakini hata ni mara moja tu. He's really been playing football, especially last season alicheza mara mbili. He's a good defender, and his movement, napendea tu movement yake. We've seen him on a one-on-one situation you can't beat him on a one-on-one situation, especially even if he's dragging behind. He has this skill of pulling a leg and going for the ball first before the body. And Akoto Sawa, I rate him so much. He's a really, really good defender. Arsenal missed him so much against Liverpool. And especially now that Gabriel Magalhaes, I don't know if he's back, but alikuwa na injury. He had an injury crisis last weekend, so it will really be a huge blow for Arsenal if they lost. If it happens, they are losing both Gabriel and Saliba, and now that Odegaard pia yupo na Saka pia kuna venye hapo kwa Saka, there's no natural backup for him. So hapo if he plays more, chances are atapata injuries pia. So ukweli. So I think Saliba ni very brilliant defender, a very good one. Gabriel is also a good defender by the way. Hiyo combo tu, hiyo duo. If imefika point where you compare them with the likes of akina the likes of Vidic and Ferdinand Ujo tushafika, as in wao wako sawa.
Saliba vile ana defend sometimes huwa ananikumbusha kuna defender fulani wa Barcelona alikuwa anaitwa Carlos Puyol. Na sometimes ananipatia skills kama za Puyol. Lakini Puyol tangu apatane na Fernando Torres jaisahau pia.
2012.
Yeah, and of course, we are just having a preview in Africa 24 as we come to the end of the show. I just want to ask Alex for the closing remarks as we terminate the show.
So thank you to Wes and you, Bonnie, for us having a great show. And when you watch this video, thank you so much to them also. Awesome keeping the comment section alive. Thank you so much. What was subscribed by Freak road to 2000 subscribers, and natakia Chelsea ushindi on a Sunday, and I hope Palmer scores atupea trick ingine Boni ndio tupige show mzuri Sunday na Monday. Palmer tupatie some motivation.
Yes, Wes, your closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bonnie, for hosting us, and thank you so much, Alex, for this insightful conversation. Yeah, it really helps us in shaping our knowledge in football, and hearing your opinion and my opinion and Bonnie's opinion on football. We can be able to to decipher what is really going on in the football world. And I think on my side, I really need to improve on our local football because I have the less knowledge I have than the international football, especially the Europe across Europe. And this show really helps me in nurturing my, because on my side I have passion for football, but I don't have the platform to share my views and my opinions to people. So this show really gives me a chance to, to talk about football. So thank you so much, Bonnie, and I really wish and I hope to get more time going forward, and keep us informed in case in case you're hosting another stream. Just send us a link. We will surely join. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wes. And of course, today we missed Benjamin Kilong, one of the Chelsea diehard fans. I know he will be back. Thank you so much. We shall be having these shows and sharing more when it comes to sports. Until same place, same time. Make sure you continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel wherever you're following this conversation because this is the only way you can support us. Same place, same time, and cheers.